brains. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came.
Hey, beautiful people. I hope that every single one of you all are having a blessed day today. Yes, I do. The weather here has been nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay, rain, rain, rain. All right? But in Jacksonville, North Carolina. But I want to do a video for you today to show you that, have you ever got ready to go somewhere and you didn't have a purse, or you didn't have anything to carry your goods in? Yeah, I'm sure you've been there, right? I'm going to show you how to make a last minute shirt purse. A last minute shirt purse. And when I start to design this a little bit more, I'll fast forward the video, okay? But stay with me, fam, because if you have, say you have like a shirt or a blouse, a old sequin shirt or blouse, or bedazzled one or whatever, you can make it into a little purse, okay? All right, y'all know I love me some Betty Boop, right? Betty Boop, Betty Boop, Betty Boop. I want to show you Betty Boop. Okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take that t-shirt, and you can do this with any t-shirt, but you're going to take this t-shirt here. I'm going to take this t-shirt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and put it inside out, and you see the bottom of the t-shirt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my handy scissors here, and I am going to take this shirt and I'm going to make me a purse. I'm going to make me a quick little, I call it a purse, but you can call it a tote, you can call it whatever you want. And you can put in it whatever you like. Okay? Nice and sturdy. What do you think they did before there were purses? I tell you, you all, I remember so many things. And I just thank God that, wow, I was around for so many things. And then there are some things that I didn't think that I would see in my lifetime. Some of the things that I didn't think that I would see in my lifetime is a black president. I didn't think I would ever see a black president. Another thing that I would not see, I didn't think I would ever see, was not only a black president, but now a woman vice president, or a woman in the White House, period. So far, let me show you how this should look. Okay? And you just, you know, do this with your kids, little arts and crafts. But this is how it looks so far. Okay? This is how it looks. Then, you know, what was the other thing I didn't think I would ever see? I never, ever, now this was a biggie for me. I never thought that I would see a whole state pretty much underwater. Katrina. I remember the day that happened. The day that Katrina happened, I was asleep. Early in that morning, and my daughter, I think she was in high school at the time, and she said, she came in my room and she was like, Mom, do you know that Louisiana is underwater? I'm like, no. You know, like, no way. No way that could be. No way, right? And so now that you have it like this is how it's going to be. You see the frills? You also want to make sure that we're going to cut these sleeves, but I'll get to that. But this is the main part I wanted you to see. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to take these and you're going to tie them. You know. All things that were old, once old, is new now. All things that were once old is new. You all, I'm sure you've heard your parents, your grandparents tell you that, you know. And I have adult children, but sometimes I have to tell my millennial one, who's over 30, I have to tell her, look, I was a teenager once. Believe it or not, I was even a baby once. You know, let me remind you. Let me remind you. But, see, and then you're going to tie these. You see how I have these? Just as I cut them, then you're going to tie the ones that you cut together. You're going to tie together. You know, like when I used to go out and party, I used to always be solo. But if I did take a girlfriend with me or something like that, if we go together, we leave together, what happens? That's right. If we get there together, we leave together. Okay? I have left someone at the club. I didn't want the lights to come home to catch me to come on. So I was like, hey, you know, you may want to start packing up. But no. Senorita wanted to be all up in somebody's face. I ain't had time for it that day. So what I said was, I gave her a warning. Said, well, she's all up in his face. I'm sure she'll get a ride. She already know my rules. And off I went. But you know, like I said, all things old will be new again. The way they used to do the clothes, the tie-dye, all of that. We used to do those with rubber bands. I mean, we would cut the pants. We would also have jeans where we would cut half of the jeans. And then the other legs we would put part that are the legs, we would put elastic in them. Actually, we had a neighborhood lady that used to do that for us. But you know, I just want to take y'all down memory lane with me just for a second and tell you some of the things that I remember. You know, I remember growing up. I remember when there were actually Dalmatians on the back of a fire truck. There were actually Dalmatians. Born and bred Gary, Indiana. And if another person asks me, if another person say, the Jackson 5, they're not the only talent from Gary, Indiana. Old and new talent, or celebrities, as you all call them. Because I don't look up to anyone. The only one I look up to is the Lord. So anyway, yeah, I remember the Dalmatians on the back of the fire trucks. I also remember what I'm doing is just still tying these up. I shouldn't talk so that I can fast forward this part. So I'm going to not talk and fast forward this part that I'm tying up the last part. So, as you can see, don't worry about my froggy throat, you all. Okay? Heart Warriors, I went and bought me some Coricidin from the drugstore. Coricidin. I am not a medical doctor and I am not advertising this, but I went and got me some Coricidin because that is what I was told to take for having congestive heart failure, for flu or cold, cough, congestive, things like that. It has a heart on it. I take the gel capsules, so that's what I'm taking. So please, I am not a doctor. Let me put that disclaimer out there. I'm just letting you all know about my journey and my journey as far as having congestive heart failure. Okay, so this is what you should have. This is what you should have afterwards. This is what you should have. You see that it's knotted at the bottom? All I did was the strips that I cut, I just took them and just tied them in a knot, because this is going to be the inside of your purse. And of course, you have to have a handle, right? You have to have a handle. And this is so quick, you all. This is so quick to do. So make sure, make sure you go ahead and cut them sleeves off, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and cut the sleeves off. And as I said, say you have an old sequin, because I have some old sequin blouses, and I usually take them to the shelter or whatever, but I don't have a whole lot. I just have maybe one or two that I can get, and I can make them into a purse like this, you know, or a little carry, something to carry, right? So, you see, this is what you're going to have. Then, the only thing you do is you take it, and it depends on how deep you want it. You see? This is the handle. I got stuff on me. But this is the handle, your sleeves that you cut off. And all you're doing is you're putting all your goods right inside here. Right inside here. But remember, you can also cut the neck out as well. Okay? It depends on how big you want the opening. And then the length, if I would have cut the strips longer, then I would have a shorter purse. So I have some that have a shorter purse. So this was like a last minute thing. I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything to put my stuff in. And what I have now is I have a book bag, which I call my office. My book bag consists of, it's one of those book bags that you can charge your phone and iPad and things in. Right? I call it my office. So if I have my wallet in there, if I get ready to go to the store, inside the store, I don't want to take that whole book bag in there, right? So I may want to just put it in, you know, put it in something like this. You know, have something to grab. And there you go. You got you a little purse or satchel, whatever you want to call it. Say you go to the farmer's market. And it's going to hold it. Say you one of those you like to go. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the neck out, and I'll show you that result. But say you're one of those that go to the farmer's market, like to go to the farmer's market, like me, and you don't have anything you want to carry your fruit in, your vegetables in. There we go. We cut that neck out so we'll have a little more wiggle room. See? So, see? And I got all my stuff tied up at the bottom, so nothing is going to come out. Nothing is going to come out of here. All right? You can do your little, maybe you want to, maybe you go bike riding. You want to put some stuff in there and put it over your handlebars. I have a bike to where I always wanted a, what's that, the one on Bozo Circus. That's another thing, y'all, that I remember. I remember Bozo Circus and my sister submitting our names on there to spin that wheel, you know, so they can, you know, whoever put the ball in the buckets, all I forget how many, 6 or 8 buckets or whatever. Whoever put the ball in all of the buckets, they win a grand prize, and then they go to that spinner with the people's names and addresses that sent in stuff. I remember that. I remember penny candy. I remember when bread was only 25 cents, you all. And a lot of the things that I remember growing up, I still use today. And I believe that even if I was rich or wealthy, that I would still continue to have those habits, which I'm so grateful for. I remember when people were proud to work, to have a job. It wasn't like, I'm looking for a job, but I'm going to this job and the boss better ask me to work. I remember you were proud to have a job. That was the thing. Proud to get your education and really, really thought of as just, you were the one if you got a college degree. I just remember so many things. I remember we were the first family to have a color television on the block. I remember there was black and white TV. I remember the station of Martin Luther King. My mother taking us to all these different states. I remember she took us to visit the hotel to where the event occurred. Unfortunately, I remember when there were police horses. I remember the blizzard of '69 in Gary, Indiana. Yes, I remember so many things, man. I tell you, what's old is new. What's old is new to, this generation and everything. Even, from fashion and everything. You see the hula hoop behind me. Y'all know I'm in my she shed. This is my YouTube she shed. Y'all know I invested so much into the YouTube and how much I enjoy doing YouTube. I remember seeing a tornado coming towards our home in the late 60s. I remember that. I remember attending church as a little girl by myself, alone. And I was attending gospel churches, full gospel churches, people speaking in tongues, foaming at the mouth and all kind of stuff that I did not understand, did not know what was going on. I remember all those things, I remember Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was the stuff. And this is only just part one. And, I want to say, I have to give a big shout out to my homegirl, even though I'm from GI and she's from Chi-Town, but we know we are sister cities, right? So I had to give a big shout out, y'all, and I want y'all to go and support this content creator. She goes by the name, she has a couple of channels. She goes by the name, I first started with watching her channel when she was Confident Soul, when she had the channel Confident Soul, and she still does, Confident Soul with a K. I'm going to put it up here in my video. I would try hard to remember, but if not, y'all have me saying it vocally. Please, y'all go check out Confident Soul. You all, her other channel is Triple Headed Goddess 888. She does parodies, she does commentary, and on this YouTube streets they have channels that are called T channels, beef channels, and commentary or whatever. And some people seem to keep getting confused. I don't think they know. I think they've been Googling too much. I think sometimes they need to go back to Webster's dictionary and see what is meant by those, what each one means. But the T channel, and then they have the bloggers and stuff. The bloggers, to me, they giving the T as well. But the T channels, to me, or the T channel to me is one that, you presenting tea, you present gossip or whatever, but you're more in a classy way. You're not doing it in a malicious way. Beef, they got beef channels. when you are sitting there spitting venom, ridiculing, going back and forth, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then you have people who do commentary who say they're not a tea or beef channel, but anyway, they do commentary on any and everything. But some of them do commentary on one particular subject or people or persons or whatever. But that excuse me. But she does parodies. Confident Soul, Triple Headed Goddess, AAA. And the reason that I would like for you all to go and support her is because Confident Soul, what she has done from Chi-Town now, y'all. That's one of the reasons. But the main reason is that sister supports my channel. Especially when she found out, when she discovered what I went through with, you know, getting the strikes and everything. But when I first came on board to YouTube, I had asked her if she would help me to build my channel and stuff, you know. But I know everybody has, as content creators, I know you have your own responsibility. You have the responsibility to your own channel to grow it and things like that. And I understand. Excuse me. But this sister, she shares my video. It's time for me to come out. Excuse me, y'all. It's time for me to come out of my YouTube. She shared because it is cool outside. It's beginning to drizzle. It's been raining all week, and you all know when you have a cold that excuse me, when you have a cough, rather, that the cough gets it's the words early in the morning and when you get ready to go to sleep. Okay, I thought I was gonna cough my lungs up last night, but I took a Ricola, but then I didn't have my quercetin, so I did that today. But so that means excuse me one moment. And see, my throat is getting a little scratchy. Thank you all for your patience. But remember, that means it's time to go. Excuse me. So, that means it's time to go. But anyway, you can do this with any kind of t-shirt. You can do this with shirts as well. You know, even if it was a button-down shirt, just make sure, or a zipper, just make sure that you don't unzip it or unbutton it in the process of you cutting and everything. And this is going to serve, you well. Okay? I hope you enjoyed that video. And I hope that you enjoyed that Cajun Seafood Restaurant video. Look for some more. Look for some movie reviews. I'm trying to think. Okay, here's a movie for you to, something I checked out. It seems to have had all the reality show cast in there. They had everybody in there, and it was called I Got a Story to Tell. I Have a Story to Tell. And it was like in trilogies, different episodes. Each person would introduce the story. You know, like if somebody was in a beauty salon, like for example, the first episode, and there are episodes. So the first episode, for instance, Candy, yes, Candy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her and the girlfriends, they were sitting out. And one of them was going through a situation, and she said, "Oh, don't be like so-and-so." And then she was like, "Who?" And everybody else was like, "Yeah, so-and-so." So she said, "I got a story to tell." And she told about what happened, and that's how the stories go. I'm going to tell you, they had a little bit of everybody up in there. They had Tammy, Waka Flocka's Tammy. They had Candy, as I said, Safari. It was so many of them in there. Was Scrappy in there? I can't remember. But you all just stay tuned. One thing I want to thank you for. One thing I want to thank you for is to continue to rock with me, even though I had a little setback. And that's why I would like for you to go over there and check out Triple Headed Goddess 888. Also, Confident Soul. Those are her channels with a K. Confident Soul. KONFIDENT Soul. And Triple Headed Goddess 888. Please go and check her out. The sister is real as real can get. Okay? As real can get. She called it like she sees it, and I mean, it is what it is. In some instances, it is what it is. Ain't nothing fake about the sister. And yeah, even though I just seen her on YouTube, I have a strong sense of discernment. And and because she is supporting me and sharing my videos and trying to help me to become monetized and build my channel back up to, to the views and things. So the weather has been bad. Even yesterday, the electricity was out for several hours here with Spectrum. So you never know what's gonna happen once you start to film or get ready to film, start to edit, things of that nature. So y'all continue to rock with me. You just don't know how much I appreciate it. And let me just show you one more thing before I go. Y'all know I love. I absolutely love the noodles. I love the noodles. So I am going to try. I saw these the other day, and I am going to try Kusari noodles. And these noodles, I got beef pho, and I have, y'all don't have my reading glasses on, so don't judge me. I got happy chicken. What is this? Chicken ramen flavored, and miso ramen. All right. So I'm going to try these. You know how much I love noodles. And what I like to do is I don't just put the water in there and put them in the microwave. They're best in the pot. Put them in the pot first and boil them. So then, they get that little translucent look. So then they're done. And that's when they're at their best. And it is so good. I'm also going to put in here in this video what I made. I was getting ready to eat. I was so hungry, so I didn't even take a picture of it or do a video on it. But I made tacos last night, homemade tacos, and my daughter is here, so I always love to cook, but I love to cook when my daughter is here. I love to cook for her. But I made her some tonkatsu ramen yesterday, and I also made some tacos and stuff, so I'm going to post a picture there of that. And if you have not tried these noodles, these tonkatsu noodles, always do them in the pot. They taste better in the pot instead of just, because they're not all the way cooked if you just put hot water in there. Even if you put hot water from a teapot. Okay, I get these from Sam's. Okay, I get these from Sam's, and there's 6 of them. All right, and they say in the microwave all you need is 4 minutes. But I tell you, the best way to do it is in your pot. All right, and put just some little herbs and stuff in there like thyme, oregano. Play with it. If you have some frozen vegetables or even some canned vegetables, rinse them off, and put them in there. Flavor them up and put them in there. But these, yes, Sam's Club. So, yeah, and I'm going to try these, and I'll let you know how they are once I try them, okay? And make sure that you go and get you the old shirts. There you go. And as I said, if I wanted to make this, shorter, like maybe right here, which I have some like right there, and I can still do that. All I gotta do is just modify it, all I gotta do is just cut that right there, do some strips, tie them up, and I got a shorter shirt. But in the meanwhile, in between time, that's what you do. You don't need to go out there and buy, I mean, this is just like a little casual thing, especially if you're a jean person, short person, shorts person, you're going to the beach, you're a casual type girl, a guy, whatever. You're going to the beach, that's what you do. All right? And until then, you all have a blessed day. I appreciate you. And thanks so very much for watching. And thank you all, too, for supporting Heart Healthy Heroines and Heroes. Heart Healthy Heroines and Heroes. Heart Healthy Heroines and Heroes will be having its, these are the little gifts that I had at the table that I gave to each person. And it has a couple of packages of Mentos, my business card, and it has a key. No, it's not the key to anyone's heart. This is actually a bottle opener. So this is one of the little, just one of the appreciation gifts that I gave to each guest at my Red Heart Charity Ball. I am ready to plan my next Red Heart Charity Ball. The next Heart Charity Ball, I'm going to have a different title, but it would include mental health. It will include mental health and heart disease. So, I want to thank you all for your support with Heart Healthy Heroes and Heroes, LLC. It's much appreciated. And you can donate at any time, day or night, all right? And for my members, your care packages are coming in June. Your care package items are coming, UPS, they're coming. I'm very, very excited to be able to provide this, and I hope that you like your first care package, your first Heart Healthy Heroes LLC care package. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support. Triple-headed Goddess, I thank you 10 times, 10,000 times. I thank you to infinity, sister. I really appreciate your support, and I thank you for your support. And I thank you for your support with a smile. I appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed day.